I am V.P.Muthukumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Applications, Vivekananda College of Arts and Sciences for Women at NMS Tiruchengood. Now we are going to discuss about the topic constructor in C++. Before that, we have to know about what is object. An object is a self-contained unit. It may be anything around us. That is, it may be a name, a class, a person, or a bank account. It may be etc. And a class. What is class? A class describes the data and its behavior or functionality. And a collection of objects is also called a class. A class describes its data and its behavior or functionality. Another definition for class is a collection of objects form a class. Okay. Next, we move on to constructors. Constructor is a special member function whose task is to initialize the object of its class. That is, the main function of the constructor is to initialize the object of its classes. It is special. Why? Because the constructor name and the class name should be same. The constructor is invoked whenever an object of its class is created. And it is called constructor because it constructs the value of data members of the class. Next, we see about the rules for constructors. The rules for writing constructor functions, generally the constructors are declared in public section and they are invoked automatically whenever an object of its class is created, and they do not have return types, therefore they cannot return values and it won't be inherited. They can have default arguments and cannot refer to addresses, and these cannot be static. An object of a class with a constructor cannot be used as a member function. Next, we see about multiple constructors in a class. That is, multiple means more than one. That is, more than one constructor in a class. Already I told you a constructor name and class name should be same. Here we declared a constructor, that is a no argument constructor, that is an empty constructor, integer, open close parenthesis and with semicolon. What is the class name associated with the constructor? That is also integer. Here there is no argument here, and next constructor is a two argument constructor, integer, int, 2 arguments. In the first case, the constructor itself supplies the data values and no values are passed to the calling function. In the second case, the function call passes the appropriate values from the main function. And the C++ also permits more than one constructor in the same class. Here we declare a class with the name integer and we declare two variables m and n. In the public section we have to initialize those private members. That is a empty constructor integer and m equal to 0 and n equal to 0. Next, two argument constructor int a comma int b. The a and b values are assigned to the corresponding m and n values. And next is another one constructor is constructor, that is third constructor, that is a copy constructor. Integer of I. M value is I dot m equal to m and I dot n equal to n. These are the constructor calling, that is integer s1, and it will call the empty constructor. And the next statement integer s2 is calls the, it's a creation of object of that class. Here s1, s2 and s3 are the objects. Whenever its object is created of a class, its constructor is calling. And here 10 and 20 are the arguments that is assigned to m and n. Okay, next one is here the object is sent as argument integer s3 of s2. Next we see about the types of constructors. There is a copy constructor, default constructor, parameterized constructor and a dynamic constructor. Copy constructor and dynamic constructor. That is the definition for the copy constructor. A copy constructor is used to declare and initialize an object with the values from another object. So here the third one is called copy constructors. Okay. And then copy constructor syntax, copy constructor declaration and definition. Syntax is constructor name, open parenthesis, class name, ampersand, object name. Where the object name should be a valid C++ object name or reference objects. And the copy constructor calling, that is a class name. This is syntax for copy constructor calling. There is a class name space new object name within bracket, that's a parenthesis old object name, or class name new object name equal to old object name. Here we may give equal to symbol also. Where new object name, that is the object to be initialized, and the old object name, the object already having values. This is a copy constructor calling. Just we have one program. The class name is student and the private members are number and mark, and the public section we declare a constructor definition, that is student int n1 comma int n2. The n1 value is assigned to NO and m1 value is assigned to mark. And here the copy constructor definition, student ampersand s1. S1 dot number means the object value belongs to S1 is assigned to NO, and the object value S1 is assigned to mark, and we will print the values number and mark. And this is the copy constructor calling method. In the main functions, student of S200 comma 400, the two argument constructor is calling. Next one is a copy constructor calling, that is student S2 equal to S1, copy constructor calling. And next one is a constructor, two argument constructor, again a copy constructor calling. We will print the values, the associated object values will be printed. Okay, the output will be looks like this, that is number equal to 20, mark equal to 400 through object 1 calling. And object 2 calling, the value is number is 200 and mark is 400, and the object 3 calling, number equal to 10 and mark equal to 500. And next one is mark is in the object 4, number is 10 and mark is 500.